It's Darviny, and I am making you one of my favorite recipes. Actually, I have 3 different recipes, and this is tabouli. But tonight I'm making you a quinoa tabouli. I have many different recipes for tabouli. Tonight I'm just doing the quinoa one because I happen to have leftover quinoa from last night that I made for last night's dinner. So this is how to repurpose some of your food, repurpose what you have. So quinoa takes about 15 to 20 minutes to make anyway. So I had some left over, I'm making a tabouli with it. But if I didn't have it left over, I'd put the quinoa on to cook. It takes about 15 minutes. The same way you can either make it in a rice maker, the same way you make couscous. It's very easy. You just add water, put it on the oven, put it on the stove, a little bit of salt, and you're done. And it cooks by itself, nothing to do. So what I'm going to do, this is very easy. While the quinoa is cooking, this is a 15 to 20 minute meal done. Okay, while the quinoa is cooking, you chop up some tomatoes, chop up some onions, chop up some parsley and mint and some cucumber. That's it. These are my ingredients. Lemons on the side. I like to use a lemon olive oil, salt, d'Ere from Ile d'Ere, and that's it. Now my little twist on the summer quinoa, which I do with summer tabouli with the quinoa, is I add a little bit of my fresh basil from my basil plants. Not everyone does that. Some people like the traditional mint in it, which I also love. But like I said, I've got so many different tabouli recipes, which are going to be in my cookbook, coming out in December. So excited. I'll tell you more about that later. Is the basil. So, okay, here we go. Leftover quinoa or freshly made quinoa, which takes 15 minutes. I'm going to put it in here. All right, put it in here all together. This tastes so refreshing for summer. And I add a lot of my own things in it. But okay, so here we go. Then we put the tomato in it, the chopped tomato. These are heirloom tomatoes that I got from the farm. All right, love the tomatoes in it. And we put lots. This is a mix of parsley and mint. I like parsley and mint mix. Some people just put mint. Mine is parsley and mint. Here is some cucumber. I also have a recipe for just cucumber tabouli. I have so many great recipes. I can't wait to share them all with you when my book comes out. A little bit of onion. Not everyone can tolerate onion. Not everyone can put onion. If you can, or your guests can take onion, put it in there. This is also the onion I'm using for some of my other recipes, because tomorrow I'm having a brunch, and in the brunch I'm going to be making frittatas. And I'm going to be using some of this onion in the frittatas. So what I also did tonight is I set my table for tomorrow. I cut some things that I'm using for tonight's dinner and for tomorrow's brunch. So double whammy. If you're doing something, do it for a couple of things. Then I'm putting in the basil. The basil overnight adds a lot of flavor because overnight it starts to the flavor kind of sets in. I like to use a very fine lemon olive oil for this recipe in particular. You don't have to. I'm going to add lemon and lime anyway. This is one of those wonderful olive oils that I brought back from France. I don't know if you saw that video where I was filming the little Italian shop in France. This olive oil tastes so good. I mean, you could eat it, and I think I'm going to. But anyway, so I put a little bit of this in here. Okay, put up to your taste. I don't put too much. Some salt, le sel d'Ere, Ile d'Ere, right here in my little box. I love that. Ile d'Ere is from the south of France, southwest France. And then I'm going to put, of course, the lime and lemon. I put a little bit of both, mostly lime. Right, mostly lime in this. Sometimes lemon. And that, my friend, is about the whole recipe right there. All right, so if you count the time that you cooked the tabouli, cooked the quinoa, and cut your vegetables from start to finish, this is less than 20 minutes. So here you have a wonderful tabouli, refreshing summer dish. It can be as a side dish. It can be as a meal in itself. You can put a piece of protein with this, a slice of grilled chicken, a slice of grilled fish, or just eat it as itself with a beautiful kind of flatbread or country bread, or just by itself as you want. It's nourishing. The quinoa has protein. The vegetables have lots of refreshing and immune-building antidotes in it, and most of all, it's delicious. So voila, this is one of my many recipes for tabouli. Look at my book. It's coming out soon. It's called Be Obsessively Grateful, coming out in December. And I'll catch you tomorrow when I'm having brunch.